Welcome, this is LigerXT5 from MCDN. I'm going to be making a quick video tonight. It's 1 o'clock in the morning, a little tired. So do excuse me if I tend to act a little loopy a little bit here. I've been looking around for the last couple weeks how to create books via command. A lot of the stuff is via JSON, which is very similar to if you're using Telraw, which I've been using extensively on my server. There is about 4 stages if you really want to be technical of how I'm going to be going through these books. I'm going to go through the very basic, which works on 1.7, which I'll also then show how to make additional pages. Then through the advanced, which is ran through 1.8 for extended JSON texting. I'm not going to go into details of all the JSON code. I'm going to go through the very basic to the point. I will be making some links to the following views of about how books are ran. That way you make sure your pages aren't extended too much and you start breaking stuff. Wolfie Mario, he made a quick tips and hacks for all this information. You can probably pause the video and do a quick read through here. I'll make a link to the bottom below. There's more information. He goes much more depth, how to use color codes, formatting. Yeah, like I said, this will be the first link I'll put down below. A couple of things I really want to point out and be very strict. Pages cannot exceed 256 characters. JSON code doesn't matter. As long as it's in between the quotations for the text, if all that does not exceed 256 characters for that page, you are fine. Single page of the book. Oh, yeah. Cannot exceed 13 lines of text. Why such an oddball number? It's beyond me. That's what Mojang has done. Excuse me, Mojang. I've been saying Mojang since when I first came across Minecraft, and I have been trying to fight that habit since 2011. Please do not kill me. Title of the book cannot exceed 16 characters. Author cannot exceed 15 characters. That's a bit obvious for the fact that any player on Minecraft that creates a character, their name cannot exceed 15 characters in any way. So that's kind of a dinger right off the head. You can copy and paste the information into your book if you're not want to do code. But I've been finding code to be a lot easier when I need to go back and update or edit a book. The information I've been making is saved in my own little templates. I've been saving any books that players have been making, which I had to start over because a lot of revamping for 1.8. I'll go over this information more here in a bit. If you really want to go into more detail, JSON's coding, the thread creator, Skyline RW of the 1.7, 1.8, raw JSON text examples. He's got a very extensive how to do all this, do all that, with anything JSON. He's very active with his thread. If you have any questions, he's more than willing to help. I asked a question on it for him the other day, and he replied back right when I also found out information of how to do books with pages. The videoer of Minecrafting RVW did a very quick, simple how to make books by the basic, which I'm going to show you here in a moment. His code is down here. Give to the person nearby, name of the item, quantity, NBT tag, which you can have 0 or 1, doesn't matter for books. If you're, for example, if you're giving an item such as a stair and you want to be a spruce or something, you have to do stair 1 NBT tag of the spruce or the dark oak. Otherwise, you can just leave it as 0. You have to have some character here for it to work. Quantity and then NBT. If you forget one or the other, you're going to break it. Just keeping it simple. There's more detail than that. Title, I would say have it in quotations if you're going to have spaces. Then the title has to be in quotes. And then the text is the page, or the information on the page. So here's my example up here, the basic. Just for example, gave it an example. Title, book title here, author name here, pages. And I like to, between each quotes, put each page information on its own line. You can have enter in all these, copy and paste into command block, Works beautifully. Command blocks ignores the enter or the new lines. I'll show you how to do new lines in the advanced here in a moment. So if I were to copy and paste this in, I'll get a book with one page that says page text here. If I was wanting to have more pages, all you have to do is after the quotation, put a comma, followed by another quotation, hit enter, type all the text you want for the next page as long as it doesn't exceed 256. Quotation, repeat. You keep going, and then when you're done, just end it with the one last quotation as such, bracket, and I always forget what that one's called. Bracket and then squiggly bracket. If I were to copy this, paste it in a nice little command book. Control A, Control V. All the information is there. No new lines. Hit done. Confirms. Hit the button. Oh, looky there. I get a book. Book title here. There's my text. And every page for every new line of text I made. And if I hover my mouse over it, book title here by author name here. Simple, to the point. For the advanced, however, a little bit more to it. Like I said before, I'm not going to go into detail of JSON. You can follow Skyline RW's information of all the details. I've got a copy from, oh crap, I forget his name. Minecrafting VW. I copied some of his text from some of the comments. He said he was working on one. He, at the time he made this, commented a month ago, he did not know how to make a new page, a secondary page. I figured it out shortly after by comparing 1.7 to 1.8. Same thing pretty much. At the end of the quotation, you just put a comma, make another quotation, and just continue your text. I was lazy. I made a copy of his information, put onto the second page with very little hassle. If you're wanting to make a new line, I figured this out by reading his. If you want to make a new line, /n will make a new line. It does not count towards your characters. All the JSON code does not count towards your characters except for the text in between the quotes, such as 6: no time change, dot. That does not that counts towards your characters. The slash will be ignored because that is an escape code for the quotation marks. If I were to copy all of this all the way up to give, copy, clear all of that out by pasting that. As you can tell, no indentions. Give to the nearest player, name of item, quantity, NBT tag, which you have to have something in there, so I have it 0, title of book, so on and so forth. So I hit done, hit the button, looky there, new book, says matrix book, open it up, all the information there, special fonts, new lines, hover over text. You can even make some of this text clickable via JSON's code. New page. That's it, to the point. I really don't want to go into JSON. There's too much. I personally don't want to be the person that has to go into detail of JSON. Sometimes it's a lot easier just reading right through it all. And he has everything sorted out. You can click on everything to expand for more detail, such as so. These three guys helped me a lot in the last 24 hours just by quickly going over it. A lot of the stuff was simple to me. This guy goes into a little bit more detail I didn't know about. I never bothered to count how many characters could be in a book. He did it, which probably got posted somewhere else and he probably copied it from there. So, enjoy. I'll have examples of this code in the description down below, links to the forum posts. Here is an example one I'm using on my server myself, which I'll have a link to that as well if you want to go to it. I'm going to start putting some of these books in the tutorials area. /tutorials teleports you over into my little saucer area, which, to be quite honest, I am downgrading a lot just for the fact that FPS drops because of all the signs. Hence the reason so many books. Got my example book over here, Flyboy, which I showed at the bottom of the text file. Click it, warps and teleports by Flyboy. His book, very simple. No fancy editing because my server is running on 1.7, so I can't use commands to really format it, at least not that I've known so far. Enjoy!